All right.
Yeah.
So without any further ado, let's get this party started. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. You see the title, just a candidate. Add her to the list. I can't even remember who the last one was, so that's how bad it is. Um, so divorcing my wife, or would I be the a-hole for divorcing my wife? Is a three-parter. Part one.
I, male 38, have been with my wife, Natalie, female 37, for 8 years, married for 4 years. Natalie has a daughter from a previous relationship, Kaya, female 12. Kaya's dad left when she was a newborn. We have no idea where he is. I love her as if she were mine. She calls me dad and has a great relationship with me. I told Natalie from the very beginning that I would like to have biological children, and she said she is open to having more kids. After we got married, we bought a nice place and started trying for a baby. After a year, we did some testing and all came back normal. My wife said IVF would be too costly and hard on her body. I was secretly devastated, but I decided to come to terms with the fact that I'll never have any biological kids. It is one of those things that takes 2 votes. It takes 2 yeses, right? This was until a few days ago when I found out from Natalie's sister that Natalie lied to me. She and her sister got into a fight in our house, and her sister screamed, "At least I don't take pills behind my husband's back and claim I'm infertile. Does he know you terminated his baby?" I was floored. My wife kicked her sister out and started crying, saying she really didn't want another kid and didn't want to lose me. I can't believe she lied to me instead of talking to me. I just left. I've been staying at my parents' house since then. Natalie begs me to come back. She says we can try for a baby. Kaya even messaged me to come back. My parents think I should just move on and give her another chance. Of course they do. She made a mistake and she apologized. AITAH for wanting a divorce for this. Additional info. I live in Canada. I'm pro-choice. I do believe women have the right to control their bodies. I had no idea she was against having more babies until a few days ago. She lied about wanting to have children with me. She chose to terminate a pregnancy 1.5 years after our wedding, and yes, it was my baby. She never told me. To answer another question, yes, she saw me devastated and upset when she told me we couldn't have a baby. I can't believe she lied to my face. Top comment here. NTA. There is nothing wrong with not wanting to have kids. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to have more kids. There is nothing wrong with changing your mind about wanting or not wanting kids. This is not any of that. This is about the fact that your partner chose over and over again to lie to you, to allow you to dream about a future she knew you won't have with her. She lied, betrayed, and misled you for years. Even if she did a 180 and honestly wanted kids now, is this someone really that you would want to stay with, to co-parent with, to be the mother of your child?
Ooh. Yeah, I think you're right. I completely agree with the comment, that last one that he read. She lied to you for years. We have said so many times on this show that, yes, a father has just as many rights. Should have known. Wow, the betrayal, the level. And that she thought it was okay. Wow. No, you're not the astronaut at all here. How can you trust her? How could you go on? And yeah, like the person asked, how can you continue to co-parent? You may have the relationship with the stepchild, but nothing's gonna be the same ever again, no matter what happens. I hope he follows his instinct and goes, because there's no trust there, and there's no respect. There's no partnership.
And no trust. And no trust. This is not
I think I said
political.
that.
Oh, you did say that? Okay, sorry.
I think so. If I didn't, I really did mean it.
Okay.
None of those things.
Well, let's put it this way. If she said it, then I'm doubling down on it. And there's no trust in it. This is not a political stance. This has nothing to do with politics. Right to body autonomy is one of the key cores of this show since day one. You have the right to do with your body what you want. This has nothing to do with that, because that was not her argument and that was not her action. If she would have came out and said, look, I don't want to have another child. Look, I don't want to have more children. Look, I don't feel like it's in our best interest for me. In other words, if you would have communicated any of this, I don't know if he would have left or not. Maybe he would have been understanding about it. He sounds like a very understanding person. Maybe he would understand, like, hey, you know what? Be honest with you, I'm not the one having the child. I'm not the one that has to carry it. I don't know what's going on. So, hey, it is what it is. I got a stepdaughter. I love her to death. You know, been there since almost day one. So, you know, it is what it is. The worst thing that you could do in a marriage, in a relationship, but we're talking about a marriage right here, is take the decision out of your partner's hand. And that's what you did. You took whatever decision OP was going to make out of his hands. And you lied and you lied and you lied. And you doubled down. You doubled down so much. Not only were you taking pills to make sure you don't get pregnant, but now we found out you were taking pills to make sure you didn't get pregnant again. And when I say again, we're not talking about the stepdaughter.
You aborted his child
You
that
took
he
all,
never knew existed. That's a betrayal.
and you know what makes it so bad, Anna? You know what literally makes this so terrible? She was not, the wife was not the only one that knew. The sister-in-law knew. That's one.
Made her carry that.
That's one. Number two, and she would have kept that secret if she didn't get mad.